Welcome back to One-on-One Sports. Joining me now at the desk is our golf experts, Curt, Lestan, and Jason Vonick, to break down the Masters. Now, guys, the 1-2 race in this one coming in is Rory versus Tiger. Who do you guys got?
I'm going to go Tiger because when you're looking at a major championship, it's all about confidence. And come on, okay. When Tiger wins,
the man's a head case.
Okay, but he won his first tournament in 2.5 years, and when you do that, it gives you so much momentum. I'm going to give you a stat for that.
I'm listening.
2002, since then, Tiger has won 10 tournaments before a major championship, and besides the 2009 British Open, his worst finish in all 9 of those was 6th. That's 6th place. So
that's great, but you know what's funny? Rory's going to be better than 6th, okay? That's why Rory's going to finish ahead of Tiger. Let me tell you this, okay? First of all, let me tell you why Tiger will not finish better than Rory, okay? Tiger has no confidence in his driver. He has the yips in his driver, right? And as soon, hey, I love it, yips, great word, okay? But listen, as soon as he hits a bad drive, he's going to remember that for the rest of the round. It's going to haunt him, and then the short stick is going to...
Speaking of haunting, I mean, when you go to hole 10 and Rory McIlroy gets a triple bogey, you don't think that's going to haunt him every time he goes to that hole?
You know what it's going to do? It's going to give him the reason and the drive and the purpose to come back and win this year. He's already had his worst nightmare at Augusta. He's not going to let it happen again.
You know what? I like the Tiger pick because of the fact that the whole world is taking the Tiger pick, but I don't think he's there yet. He can't possibly be there because of one tournament. But we're going to have to move on here. Right. There are more golfers. There is more than 2 golfers in this tournament. So who is your dark horse pick, Curt?
For me, it's Sergio Garcia. Now, that's really mean, okay? Sergio has feelings. But listen, the reason why I picked Sergio Garcia is because when he was coming up and he was a youngin playing golf, there was so much publicity around him.
That was like 40 years ago.
He's not 40, he's 32, so nice try. But
he's getting old, though.
Let me talk, okay? My turn.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right,
You'll have your shot, okay? Listen, Sergio, there's no more pressure on Sergio. Listen, the golf board is not expecting him to win, okay? Here's a guy who's played at the Masters 13 times in a row. He knows that course like the back of his hand. You have to know the Masters to play well there.
But most of the major winners, as of recently, you know this, have been people we haven't known. You know, Y.E. Yang, Charles Schwartzel, these guys who no one really knew about. I think Webb Simpson can be that next guy. Well, he's played really well recently. Last year he had 12 top 10 finishes, already 3 this year, 2 big wins in the fall. And you need a guy who's consistent. He's made 14
Can I educate you for a minute? Let me educate you here, okay?
Yes.
Listen. Webb Simpson, this is his first time ever playing at Augusta, playing in the Masters. How many players have ever won in their first time at the Masters? 3, and 2 of those was when the Masters started, okay? Rookies don't win there, he won't win there.
And a rookie like that is not going to know which holes he's going to be terrified of
Preaching to the choir.
Going down the stretch. But let's talk about those tough holes. Jason, I'm going to start with you. Which hole do you think at the Masters is the toughest to play? Well,
I mean, I talked about earlier, you got to go with hole 10. It's a par 4, 495 yards. And when you have a drive that is too far right, you're going to be too far away for your approach. Too far left, you're going to be in the trees. So you need a perfect drive, and then the approach goes downhill, and players don't even know where the ball's going to land. That's not a good feeling if you're hitting your second shot.
Jason, listen. You missed Amen's corner, okay? Amen's corner is 11, 12, and 13. The hardest 3 goals in golf, and you missed it. You were close. I applaud you for that. That was great, okay? It's hole number 12, okay? Par 3, 155. You think, oh, that's an easy shot, right? The way the winds swirl there, they can choose anything from a 6-iron to a 9-iron depending on the day. There's water and bunkers in front, bunkers in back, tiny little green to land it on, hardest hole on the course.
The one thing you got to look at, though, is with par 3s, you have fewer shots, so there's a bigger chance to cut it off.
You know, you guys both made good picks, but the 11th hole is the hardest one. The
middle
narrow
ground.
fairway. I'm going to go the narrow ground. 500 yards on a par 4 has got to be the toughest hole. We have to take a quick break, but when the show returns, Greg will be joined by our hockey experts to give an early look ahead to the Stanley Cup playoffs. You're watching One-on-One Sports.